Who gives a flying fuck? Why does John Cena still in the company in 2018? Why is he still a thing?
It's a special. Elias got beat by a little sissy Dragon Ball Z punch.
So he got buried.
What kind of punch was that thing then? It was like,
Samoa Joe fucking loses again, so that makes him look like not a badass.
Way to go, WWE, fucking idiots.
I like AJ too, man, but Joe losing again, this time him tapping out.
I mean, come on. For once,
Well,
let Joe win. For fuck's
well,
sake.
well, I'll go to the details of it when we get started with it.
Well, too late because we already started.
what?
I just farted.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize. Okay, I stepped
Man, they
away
realize
for a little
we're
bit.
live.
All right, let me go ahead and.
Live from the Rated R Sex Celebration.
It's the asylum.
Yes.
What?
Extra extra nuts in the new DVD collection.
Psalm, episode 68.
Episode D's nuts before the calm or the cum storm. Yes.
Yeah.
R for ravishing Ricky Fuckrude.
Ricky Fuckrude.
Wow.
All right, that's enough of that.
This episode is officially the pre-cum before the 69.
This is actually we're live right now. This actually is an episode 68. I'm sorry to burst you guys' bubble.
God damn it!
Yeah, this is really a review. It's not really a episode 68.
Either way, pre-cum before.
Either way,
Yeah, I'm deciding to do things a little differently. First of all, Republic Live this time.
fuck it, we do it live!
Oh, really?
Fuck it!
So there might be some people watching and posting comments.
If your kids are still watching, let them watch some more.
Yeah.
If I'm not back in 3 minutes, just keep waiting.
So this is the WWE Super Slow Mo Show. I don't give a fuck show
Super
review.
slow down. Super slow down.
Super slow down.
Now keep in mind, 1 out of the 6 of us actually watched the show. So it won't be an actual review necessarily, except for one person. But
Yeah, I couldn't watch it. I forgot it was even on.
I didn't even watch it either, but I could care less of watching it. I don't even care to watch it.
Yeah, I don't really like watching gay porn.
maybe some people, but
In fact, I even forgot it was on. Fuck.
Charlie.
anywho, yeah, as you can see, none of us gave a fuck for Super Showdown. But, so Robert's going to, I guess, tell us basically what happened during the show.
I found a highlight video of the show on YouTube.
Yeah. But before we get to everything, so Robert's going to basically tell us what happened on the show.
Yeah, give us a rundown, Robert.
And even though we know a few things already, the results of what happened, but not necessarily what actually happened.
Fuck John Cena and fuck Triple H and fuck Roman Reigns.
Fuck the Dragon Ball Z punch.
Yeah, but before Robert goes, does anybody have any additional comments about anything before we go in depth tonight?
No.
Nah, nothing here.
Rob?
Not really.
No.
Like no.
All right. Okay, so Rob, basically you have the floor of basically what happened on the show because you already know. I got two things that I wanted to go off on the shit about, but Rob, you can take it away. For the trash.
Trash.
It was garbage. I didn't need to watch the show. I knew it was garbage.
Hot. And I didn't even watch it too, and I know it's hot. It's a big, hot, steaming pile of grade A garbage.
Yes, yes, and yes.
They need,
Is Rob Van Dam there?
they don't watch it. See? Rob, you're here.
Robert.
Robert Redford.
That's your born thriller.
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Well, I got some additional comments. Fuck John Cena and fuck Triple H. There you go.
What's up with John Cena looking like JBL's lover?
I don't know, man. That's just weird.
You honestly, you might as well call him JCL. JCL. John Cena Layfield. That's what he's become. That's who he's become. He does look like his relative, though. It's like, wow, really, really? You know, it's just amazing to me. Before Rob goes, says whatever he's got to talk about, that people, no matter how trash, no matter how garbage a show will be, people will still put money in these people's pockets.
Dude, they could have a pay-per-view called Bent Over Anus and people would still pay tickets to go fucking see it.
Great balls of fire.
Oh, I mean, come on now. This is WWE. These fans just like to eat shit out the palm of Vince McMahon's hand, and they love it.
You think with just the name alone and the horrible card, nobody would go see it. Here comes the whole stadium loading up with a bunch of fags.
I mean, for fuck's sake, you have people who like the New Day.
Enough said.
James Ellsworth. And during his beginning of his career, you have people popping for him. The Velveteen Dream.
Dude.
No Way Jose.
How about No Way Anything?
Yeah. And even though he's not working for WWE, Joey Ryan.
Yeah. That's just another part of the fuck ups in wrestling.
Yeah.
But hey, people like gay shit, man. They love gay stuff.
Yeah.
What kind of name is that for a fucking pay-per-view? Super Showdown. What is this, fucking Mario Brothers?
That's a lame name for a show. Super Showdown. What kind of name is that?
I'm waiting for the next one called Knuckles Deep.
Sounds.
No, can we get a pay-per-view called Super Punch?
That name
Super Punch.
That name comes off very corny to me. Super Showdown. That sounds so corny.
What happened to shit like Armageddon, Bad Blood?
Armageddon, Bad Blood, Unforgiven.
No Way Out.
No Way Out.
No, but it's the balls of fire. Get the fuck out of here.
Pay-per-views like Unforgiven, Armageddon, Judgment Day.
Yeah, Judgment Day.
Yeah,
You can't do that. It's a PG crowd, man.
I know. Even the Great American Bash.
Yeah. Bring WCW people. Bring back Halloween Havoc. I'd rather have that than fucking Great Balls of Fire and Showdown.
And then that logo, it does look like it had a dick and balls in it. Like, what the fuck?
Well, the original one did.
And then as soon as Christian posted about that on Facebook, he got banned off of Facebook because of that. Wow, people are so PC nowadays.
That's because people love their cock and he offended them.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Damn, dude, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, nothing to really remember about. I'm glad now that JBL has a super punch. I mean John Cena. I mean, that's amazing. And I thought when Cena first did that horrible fucking whatever punch it is, I thought it was like a gag. No, it's a real fucking move now. And people are just cheering for it. Like, the crowd.
You want to talk about low standards? I want to talk about low standards. Holy shit.
So, are you giving every member that comes into that stadium Xanax?
This is the embodiment of lower standards.
I'm waiting for Shinsuke to feel the wrath of the Cena super punch.
Oh boy. And I'm pretty sure Robert's going to go off on that if that ever happens. Oh boy.
All right,
All right, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
So yeah, WWE Super Showdown show from October 6, 2018. They were in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. That's the event. That's the venue. The attendance of 70,309 fans in attendance.
That's a lot of retards.
According to WWE. According to WWE, but
over 7,000 idiots.
But it looks like it was a big crowd in there. So, and keep in mind, it's the biggest WWE live event ever in Australia.
Fuck off.
Yeah, sure. Cool story, bro. Cool story, bro.
Eat a dick.
Hey guys, just to interrupt real quick. I got some breaking news from Dana White regarding tonight.
Yes, Nicholas, share with the class.
Volume
Yeah. I can't hear it.
All right, whatever. Anyway, the point is, 3 members of Khabib's team have been arrested and are on the way to jail.
Cool.
Wow.
And the charges will be filed.
They're doing something good for their country.
Yep. They're definitely representing Mother Russia.
Yep. Fuck yeah. Comedy. Fuck.
Now, but yeah, since Nick brought it up, and I was gonna bring it up anyway.
What the hell?
What happened?
Look at this. There's people fighting in Vegas.
Yeah, that's what happened. Wait, where they fighting?
Look, there's people fighting on like the Las Vegas Strip.
No, you want to hear some fight? You got to hear that clip that Robert sent me earlier on Facebook. Damn, nigga, you got knocked the fuck out. Dude, Robert sent me a clip today on fucking Facebook Messenger of 2 ghetto motherfuckers fighting in the subway. Shit was the funniest shit I ever heard in my life.
It came out of nowhere.
Dude, holy shit, suck my dick. Motherfucker, you ain't got no dick, motherfucker. Damn. I thought you were at work. I was like, oh shit, it's going down.
I thought it was going, an actual fight was going to break out, like, swinging. But no, it was just trash talking.
Dude, you caught that at just the perfect fucking moment.
Now, before Robert gets into that, UFC 229, for those who already watched, Conor McGregor got his ass whooped, submitted.
Yeah.
Doesn't take away of Khabib's team what they did, which was pretty fucked up. But
I knew it was coming one day for his ass. I knew one day he was gonna get his.
Yep. Speaking of Khabib's team, here it is.
Hey, Zoop! Zoop! Hey!
Watching the guy. Oh.
Okay.
now,
What the?
Hey,
Wow.
what the hell?
I want to see the Jersey Shore horse.
I don't know why I went to that.
Nick, I knew you watched Jersey Shore.
Yeah, so I watched Jersey Shore, okay? Don't make fun of me for it, okay?
Fuck, knew it.
okay, so as everybody saw, that transpired tonight. It was just crazy wildfire. Now, I got a rant to do, and not really particular to that, because what happened.
That fight was better than Showdown.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Speaking of
I agree.
that,
Fuck JD from New York.
hold on, I'm getting to it. So I go onto Twitter, and people are just talking about this whole crazy nonsense that happened, this, that, and the other, and then you have, of course, these WWE fans tweeting gifs of Undertaker, Brock Lesnar brawling, and the Shield with Roman Reigns jumping off the fucking ring and shit, do a suicide dive. It's the UFC. You people pick now to tweet about WWE and make it like, oh, it's just like WWE. Stop. Just stop.
It shows that they live off WWE. These fans eat,
Unbelievable.
sleep, shit, breathe, and eat WWE.
Which, see if I can find it.
And they don't watch anything outside of it.
It's a UFC event. It's not a WWE event.
Like, nobody gives a fuck about WWE. Let's just be honest. No, most people think WWE is irrelevant.
Yeah, it is.
And let's be honest here. People hear the three letters WWE, they're gonna say that it's fake. The first four that comes to mind to most people, that is fake.
So, which leads me to JD on Twitter.
Not this piece of shit. Why he said now?
UFC is rigged.
Really?
Absolutely no question about it. Dana White channeling his inner WWE here.
What?
So we need to give Sammy Callahan a call and say, "What the hell did you say, you dumb son of a bitch?"
Exactly. Slap the shit out of him again, because that's what he needs.
What did that little girl say?
Sammy Callahan, please slap the shit out of JD again, please.
Rem, he said on Twitter that the UFC is rigged and Dana White is channeling his inner WWE. Shut up.
Rigged? JD, do you need another slap? Man, is that what it takes? I mean, damn it. I guess you didn't get enough from the last time. Okay. It's rigged.
Nope.
But, well, let me get. Oh, he's still one of those. It's still real to me, damn it. You know, fucking
fuck is
UFC.
that guy?
Get your ass in there, JD. Get your ass in there and take a hit. Oh wait, you couldn't even take a shove.
Exactly.
Who the fuck is that guy?
All fucking 84 pounds of that bitch, and that's mostly just his fucking hair.
Wow.
Fucking bitch. Ought to
wait.
come over there and slap the shit out of you, you fucking tranny looking bitch.
Really, JD? Really, I can't believe that, dude. Like saying that it's rigged. Shut the fuck up, JD.
So was your.
Wait. Yeah. Go ahead. But wait, there's more.
You know what, JD? I know it's rigged. Your sex life.
It's non-existent.
Well,
There's sex in his life, but
Like I said,
His dick is fucking rigged. Try getting that up for once.
like I said, it's non-existent. His sex life is non-existent.
You probably looked at a dog and got jealous.
oh wait, there's more.
Oh boy.
oh boy.
Clearly, it's not his dick then.
UFC got better storylines than Raw. It's a real sport.
It's a real sport, you dumbass.
Really, JD? Thanks for the
Oh.
educational lesson there. I'm so glad I can listen to Professor
Thanks
JD for once.
Thanks for stating the obvious, JD.
You fucking
It's a
dumb
combat
bitch.
sport. It's a combat sport where you have the best versus the best. UFC, MMA.
It's like, you know, please, Silent Bob, just get your brother off of YouTube.
They can't get enough. They can't get enough.
These WWE fanboys are like trying to say it's like WWE, but it's not. These guys aren't out there cutting promos and bullshit like that. Like this is like
Could be literally he steps out of the cage and he starts a fight in the crowd, and you have a bunch of security. You have everybody. You have Connor. You got Khabib, you got everybody fighting. You have this big brawl, a legit brawl, might I add. Because for those of you who don't know, these two guys had beef heading into the fight.
It's like that kind of brawl that, you know, Charlie has with his grandma when she don't get him Taco Bell.
Like, because we all remember what Conor McGregor did, right?
yep.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Taco Bell.
Him smashing the chair to a bus.
He smashed that Khabib's bus. Yep.
So it was a real situation. Like there was legit people who couldn't fight that night, and you have these people. It's just like WWE. It's just stop with the WWE stuff. Stop.
I mean, let me ask you this, JD. If it's rigged, then why did Conor McGregor throwing the chairs at that bus? Why is real life people got injured that night? Then this was so fucking rigged, you fucking idiot.
We were hoping the chair would hit JD, but it missed.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, instead of a slap, Sammy Callahan should just go and whoop his ass for real.
Yeah.
That's what he really should do.
Sammy,
why do I see JD as like one of those really angry parking lot ticket guys?
I mean, seriously, Sammy, please slap JD some more, please.
Shit, slap him and take a dump and wipe your ass with his beard.
But yeah, beat the shit out of this dude. Holy fuck.
Well, Sammy would probably say, "I don't hit ladies."
Yeah, I smacked the bitches, but
Yeah, you better go fucking swan that bitch. Hashtag Rich Swan.
Okay, well, here's somebody that hasn't been on their videos in a while, who posted on our video right now. Michael Miner. Long ass time.
A good 100 years.
Yep, it's Michael Miner. I saw the ending from the Conor McGregor fight. Wow, what an ending better than the stupid Super Showdown. Yeah, pretty much.
I could have taken a shit and walked out of the bathroom and said, that was more entertaining than Showdown.
Yeah, for
Especially
sure.
the match with Undertaker Triple H. The fucking terrible little table spot they had. I was like, what was that shit? And Undertaker, man, go on a diet, dude. You look pregnant. It looks
I,
terrible.
I actually saw a clip on Super
Him,
Showdown. And I saw Taker, and I saw Taker. I was like, holy fuck, he's gotten fat.
him and Kenny are both going on a diet. Like, holy crap, man.
Dude, King couldn't move. And, dude, he could barely even get on a table for somebody to jump on him. He looks like it's hard for him to do that.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
man.
sad seeing the way Undertaker is. Honestly,
You'd see him try to jump over the rope and do his flying closeout. He'd probably catch it with his gut and fall.
Oh, anywho, man. Since we've been going live and we have not even talked about the show yet, but
I'm an Undertaker fan. I'm an Undertaker fan, but I'm just being honest here.
Yeah, it's sad seeing him like that, man. It really is.
It is.
Well, it's just going to show that what we're talking about is more entertaining than that Super Showdown.
Yep.
people
Hell, this
bring
show
up
right now is more
Yeah.
entertaining. Hell, this show right now we're doing right now is more entertaining than Super Showdown.
Motherfuckers bring up UFC, WWE, while UFC's going on. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
That comes to show that these people don't only watch WWE and nothing else. That just shows
Yeah,
it.
and I didn't watch the UFC show yet, but but based on what I'm hearing, it's way better than what WWE just give us because of Super Showdown.
It's because people have that mentality where they think because they grew up with WWE, it's a thing with them. They're like, well, if it's a WWE pay-per-view, I gotta watch it. It's a thing with me. No, you don't have to. It's not a fucking holiday. It ain't Christmas. Okay? Don't watch the shit. But all the idiots that keep buying tickets, this shit will never stop. Every time you see people buying tickets, buy merchandise, it's never going to stop.
Yep.
It just won't. I don't care how.
Never gonna stop.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care how bad this company's going to get. You will still have a group of retards that will still buy and give them money. It's not possible to get these people to ever boycott this company. It's not possible.
It's a never-ending cycle.
Yeah.
And these people are too loyal to to watching WWE. That's the problem.
Yeah, but it's like you keep watching something that you hate. Whatever. Yeah, fuck that drunk.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Robert, go ahead and break it down. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes,
Break down Super Showdown tonight and this morning. Yeah, so basically tell us what happened on the show because there's two segments I really want to get into.
Yeah.
But go right ahead.
Tell me how sexy I looked.
People will still watch Raw on Christmas and New Year's. Yeah, Mari, pretty much.
Yep. So yeah, also to mention before I get to the match, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Renee Young were on commentary. And when it comes to that, Michael Cole, fuck him, but thank God there was no Byron Saxton.
Yeah, bag of dicks, Michael.
All right, so yeah, well, he looked like a penis because he shaved his head.
Michael Cole can fall in a huge pit of dicks, and he will like it.
Hashtag Bruce Blitz.
All right, so the first match opened up was the tag team match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship, 9 minutes and 38 seconds. New Day, which features Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods being accompanied by Big E. They defeated Cesaro, Sheamus, The Bar. Now
Wow.
the match itself, I thought it was decent, but I was coming to this match hoping that the Bar will win. But even though I knew the entire time they wasn't going to win anyways, because the New Day are the greatest tag team in WWE history.
Please, please get that shit out of here. Mean to
Yeah,
tell me the
if you're on some really good fucking Xanax.
mean to tell
Of
me
course
the
they
New
weren't
Day
gonna
is more better than LOD?
win.
Pretty much.
Of course the Bar wasn't gonna fucking win. It's the New Day. Fuck the
The
New
New
Day.
Day couldn't even sniff the Freebirds' dirty underwear.
Or the Brainbusters.
Even the
Exactly.
Brothers of Destruction. You mean to tell me the New Day is better than them?
Shit, I'll take the fucking American males.
Yeah, and they were never tag team champions too.
At least they're straight. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that was that match. Then we get to the WWE SmackDown Women's Championship. That lasted 10 minutes and 50 seconds. Charlotte Flair defeats Becky Lynch via disqualification.
Again.
Now, yeah, Becky Lynch, doesn't lose the title, because DQ and count out rules, but in this case it was DQ. Match itself, I thought it was pretty decent. I hate the ending though. So here's what happened when it comes to the ending. Becky Lynch was going to take her belt and walk out here because she's a heel and she doesn't want to continue the match. And then Charlotte Flair stops her. And the match continues. She got her in the figure eight. You know, well, first it was a figure four, and then she started bridging to the figure eight. Becky Lynch at one point gets her women's belt, hits Charlotte Flair with it, causing a DQ. That the match itself, like I said, I thought it was decent, but then they fucking ruined it by having Becky Lynch you know be a heel in this match. When it comes to I can't beat Charlotte Flair, like really that that's how they telegraphed it there. Then after the match, Charlotte Flair goes after Becky Lynch, but then Becky Lynch fights her back, beats her down, and that was basically it. And by the way, the crowds in Australia booed Charlotte Flair. The crowds in Australia cheered for Becky Lynch. Also, got to point out too, they endorsed the New Day.
Wow. Just keep on
New,
neutering
just
motherfuckers out there. Keep cutting your balls off.
I'm like, are there any balls left or anywhere around the world?
No.
Like seriously.
Everybody's neutered.
Oh, well, at least Saudi Arabia wasn't big on New Day, when they went over there. So, uh,
I mean, when are you ever going to have a tough ass crowd with balls that chant, "This is fucking gay"?
This is fucking shit.
Yeah, exactly. You never have crowds chanting that shit. No, they're just like, "New Day, let me dance my booty-os and have no sex."
Pretty much. Oh man. And then after the match, I think they announced this after the match that Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair for the title again this coming Tuesday on SmackDown. Okay. Still ain't watching. Oh God.
You got motherfuckers in the WB Showdown comment section. I can't wait for Charlotte to get the belt back. She's still the queen. Queen of what?
All right, tag team match. 5 seconds that featured Bobby Lashley and John Cena defeating Elias and Kevin Owens.
Oh God.
Oh, this is the segment.
Okay, so maybe first Elias. Maybe first say something about him. He was playing his guitar. When it comes to ACDC's Thunderstruck, which he was out of tune a little bit. Um, but that's basically all I want to say from there. Oh, by the way, no Leo Rush because she couldn't make it. Whatever. John Cena comes out. He gets cheered, but there's some boos too. But most likely cheers for John Cena. Because again, this is not the UK. This is not Canada. This is another world that these fans and they adore John Cena.
Was there a
Now,
new shirt?
Yes, there was.
Oh fuck!
And John Cena with his JBL Homer Simpson at the time haircut.
Yeah, JBL style.
Hashtag John
Uh,
Cena Layfield.
Yep. Now, here's what John Cena did in the match. Nothing until the end of the match. He did something.
He
As
did
far as this
nothing.
match was, yes, he did nothing.
He didn't do jack
All he did was
shit.
stand in the corner, pandering, kissing ass. Come on, guys. We're shit for Bobby Lashley. Yeah.
He just
Come on,
did
buff black guy, tag me in.
But the match itself was fucking garbage. And the worst part is John Cena didn't even do anything in the match yet until the end of the match. Oh my god, Lashley was garbage. I'm sorry to say Lashley, but he was garbage. Elias was garbage. Kevin Owens was okay. And then we get to the finish. So John Cena gets the hot tag, and Elias gets the tag. John Cena immediately goes for his sixth move of doom. The two diving shoulder blocks, the spin out suplex, whatever.
Yes.
Then this whole you can't see me bullshit, and then the final shuffle. Then he goes to the attitude adjustment, and then finally does this, and bam.
The X-Force punch.
And apparently on commentary, they said that John Cena learned that from Jackie Chan.
What?
Oh my fucking dear fuck you God.
Because they're doing a movie together, which is why John Cena is living in China for now.
For one, okay. That is gay. Two, I can't take Bobby Lashley serious when he's getting beat up by a fucking fat kid in fucking school clothes. The Super Saiyan punch. That's what I'm going to call it. It is so terrible. It literally looks like he just comes up to you, it backhands the back of his knuckle to your cheek. And Elias got beat by that. You couldn't get more buried. I mean, there's not even a tombstone on that fucking burial.
And of course, you're gonna get the dumbass WWE fans who say this shit is awesome.
Kids are gonna go up to their friends doing that shit. They're like, "What the fuck? Did you smack my cheek?"
So, and after the match, John Cena cutting this promo. Oh, thank you all for having me here. And blah 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 blah. You're kissing ass again, and like.
Of course.
But I didn't watch that part. I heard about that part. But basically, when I saw Cena got the microphone, like, nope, I'm skipping it. Thank God I didn't watch it.
Sniff dicks.
He put his chapstick on and started sniffing dicks as always. But I didn't watch it live because I was way behind. Which thank God was because I didn't want to hear Cena cut a promo anyways. Fuck John Cena. And then on top of that, you got Michael Cole and his bag full of dicks. Oh my God. Yeah, Michael Cole and his bag full of dicks. And he also shared it with Corey Graves because Corey Graves, both of them, they started dumping those bag full of dicks all over themselves because they said on commentary, John Cena is the greatest of all time.
Get the fuck out of here.
I can't take this shit anymore. You need to get every bottle of bleach and do something with it.
They got the Corey Graves in this one now to say that he's the greatest of all time. Stick it up your ass.
Oh boy!
Dick.
Somebody needs to swallow a grenade.
Are you kidding me? Greatest of all time? Fuck out of here.
That's sucking dick? Yes.
That's a disrespect to all the greatest of all time.
He's the greatest of all time in doing that. Sucking dick. But wrestling in general? Fuck out of here. Greatest of all time, my ass.
You know what? That motherfucker wins another damn belt with that gay little fucking fifth grader punch. Oh,
Even even in the days when I did like Cena, I never thought he was the greatest of all time. Fuck off.
Nope.
picture the Undertaker
Nope.
losing his streak to something like that, to a little shitty punch like that.
Oh my god. You know what? If that ever happens, I might as well go off. If
Dude, you
that
would have had
ever
people try to set John Cena's actual house on fire.
At this point, if that ever happens, I hope there's a riot. But knowing these WWE fans today, that won't ever happen.
Nah, they're too pussified. They won't do that.
Yeah,
Their word is just
So,
as good
Christian,
as word. Their word is just as good as a fucking Jason Genova troll.
pretty much.
hmm. So Christian, you got anything to say about that? I'm done with that, by the way.
Before I get to all the nitty gritty when it pertains to Cena, as far as leading up to this match, John Cena was nowhere to be found throughout this entire fucking storyline heading into this match.
Exactly.
That's number one. Number two, he has no story, no involvement when pertaining to Lashley and Kevin Owens, who have been doing something with each other. Elias and Lashley doing segments. Elias and Kevin Owens doing segments. This should have been a triple threat in my head. That's what it really should have been. A triple threat between those three. If I was booking it, or at least a handicap, or have Leo Rush and Lashley against these two, which would have made more sense considering all four of them have been on TV.
You would think
Exactly.
that. You would think that.
But John Cena, that just comes out of nowhere for this show, with no promos or nothing leading to him returning to the show tonight. You have him get the win. And on top of that, with the dumbest, stupidest, queerish, faggot, fruitcake motherfucker finisher of all time. A
Do you
fucking
have
Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan, fucking punch, or smack, whatever the fuck that was.
We've got to get the Superman punch versus the DBZ punch.
wait
And
a minute?
I thought this was gonna be. I thought when this happened the first time that was gonna be a one and done. That it was gonna be at a house show where in the house shows they get away with more shit. They actually put this on the show itself.
Wait a minute.
And on top of that, all he does in the match is the six moves to doom, and he gets the fucking win. Fuck the show already. Fuck the main event or everything else. If I was watching the damn show, it would have been a 0 out of 10 automatically already. Because that is bullshit.
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. There's no build up or anything involving John Cena coming back to Super Showdown. It was between Elias and Bobby Lashley. But all of a sudden, when Super Showdown hits, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, John Cena comes out, did absolutely nothing throughout the entire match until the end, and wins and buries Elias while doing his six moves of doom, including his Dragon Ball Z punch.
And people wonder why people say wrestling's fake. And why people make fun of wrestling being fake. Uh,
John Cena, go fuck yourself. All
because
right.
stuff like this. It's because of stuff like this is why people look at wrestling as a joke. because of this fruitcake that has been ruining wrestling since he started, or at
John
least
Cena,
being
John
in the
Cena
main event.
pretty much make a mockery out of the wrestling business.
That I seriously do not want to see any more people defending this. And I'm sure there were people defending this crap. I'm sure there were.
I have once seen a fan blocking me on Twitter because I was being too negative. Cry me a fucking river. He do sucks. When I point out that John Cena exploiting sick kids, he gonna tell me I'm a awful. You get the fuck out of here.
How
Block
how
me
is
then, bitch.
how is anybody supposed to take wrestling seriously even though everybody knows it's scripted, everybody knows predetermined? But where's the badassness? Where's the realism? This is the epitome of the opposite.
And people wonder why. And people wonder why. Hey, people nowadays don't take wrestling seriously because of this dipshit.
He's been the death of wrestling, the death. People want to talk about the indie wrestling, people. That's why wrestling is dead. No, it's because of this motherfucker that makes it fake and it's trash and puts on shitty performances like he's always done. And then on top of that, making it a joke when he does what he did earlier this morning. It's ridiculous that people, even after this, people are still going to watch the show.
I don't understand why John Cena is still even in the company in 2018.
And the nerve for this dude to criticize The Rock for leaving wrestling and then come back. I don't want to hear any more criticism anymore from John Cena because he's a total fucking hypocrite. He comes back after making shitty movies. I don't give a crap. Either it's Bumblebee or Trainwreck or whatever movie he's doing with him being involved.
Yeah, he criticized The Rock of doing the exact same thing. You want to talk about hypocrisy? Holy shit.
He comes back, barely does anything, wins a match, and leaves. This is where people criticize Brock. People criticize The Rock.
Yeah, if people criticize Brock and Rock are doing the same thing, I don't see any criticisms of John Cena, and he did the same thing as Brock and Brock did. He didn't show up on shows either as much as he used to. I don't see any criticisms of John Cena. At least not much of it. But let's criticize The Rock. Let's criticize Brock for not showing up on WWE as much. Let's do that. But
Oh,
but
Brock.
we'll give John Cena a pass.
Oh, Brock's not there every week. Let's cheer for Roman Reigns. Fuck that. Fuck that. Hey, people are gonna just pass this. Fuck this show. Fuck John Cena. Fuck these faggots. And fuck everybody else.
And speaking of Roman Reigns, I want to speak about that too. And this also pertains to the Undertaker and Triple H match too. I had something to say about that too.
Yeah, but Robert, go ahead and unmute yourself unless anybody else has any more comments because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I had something to say too. John Cena, why are you still even here? Why are you still here?
Collecting paychecks.
Of course. Well, what's the point of you being here? You would think in 2018 that this motherfucker would start putting over new talent, but here he is. He's still burying people. Most recently, Elias. Motherfucker couldn't stop burying people. It's his ego.
People, it's even when John Cena not being there, it's still shitty. But
Mm-hmm.
him being there and what he did,
Makes it even more
what this
shit.
company did with Cena, it's a disgrace to the wrestling business. It really is. It really is. It's a disgrace to the business.
Why are you talking about John Cena is the greatest of all time? He does charity. He cares for the kids. He cares for WWE. Fuck off.
As far as the greatest of all time, as far as the greatest of all time,
You mean to tell me John Cena is more great than Taker? More greater than Sting? More greater than more great? Oh my god! More greater than Hogan, Macho Man, Randy Savage?
I seriously cannot take wrestling serious with John Cena super saying yeah, and just wait. How is anybody gonna buy into wrestling ever again after that? And I have the nerve to say, oh, he's the greatest. He's the greatest. Shut up. Like people cannot take wrestling seriously, and and the fact that people in the business are okay with this is beyond absurd. And this is why wrestling's gone to the share, and it's really pathetic, man. It's a disgrace. Go ahead, Rob.
All I'm gonna say is, fuck John Cena. Moving on. Tag team match. Lasted 5 minutes and 45 seconds. You have the Iconics, Billy Kay and Peyton Royce from Australia, defeating Asuka and Naomi. Now, before I get to the match itself, the Icons came out. They were agreed by the from the Australian crowds. Now, it wasn't a huge pop, but it was pretty decent pop for them. Because they're back home, and they cut a promo. I thought to myself, okay, WWE is gonna probably do something stupid here. They're gonna have them cut a heel promo on their hometown, and apparently that's not what happened. They basically, said they're home, and nothing else to say other than they're gonna beat their opponents. So also we got Asuka, Naomi coming out. Asuka starts dancing with Naomi. Let that sink in for you guys. So, and they came out and they had no reaction. Let that sink into you as well. And the match goes on. Match itself, I won't go back to watch it. I'm not gonna say it was trash, but it's just not worth watching. I like what this match is pointless. There's no point for this match. Lily Kay was trash as always. She couldn't even fit into Oscar's missile dropkick from the top rope. She was it was it was trash. And then of course basically the Icons win. They basically I think it was Peyton Royce who pinned Naomi. And then the Australian fans went for a big pop for the win there for as the Icons won. And also during the match too, Oscar and Naomi they were giving the upper hand. Oscar and Naomi were dancing. Some more. Here you have Oscar coming in to WWE back in 2016. If I'm not mistaken, it was 2016 or I think it was 2015. Where basically it was 2015. Um, she started her undefeated streak from there on NXT, and then she went for a year to be undefeated. And while she's being undefeated, she was an NXT Women's Champion. Um, As a matter of fact, I think she came in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong. My memory doesn't serve me. My memory is not serving correct that much, anyways. But basically, Asuka finally comes to the main roster in 2017. She's getting this finally arriving to the main roster. Which all people were worried about how WWE's going to book her on the main roster. And so far, it was, they didn't make it look dumb or over. And so and basically finally make you know gain her her no her no basically being noticed on the main roster. And then all of a sudden, when they do the first ever Women's Royal Rumble, winning the Women's Royal Rumble, to go to WrestleMania to face the Women's Champion, which she chose SmackDown to face Charlotte Flair at the time, only for her to lose against uh, Charlotte Flair, and then on the face was gone, and then she goes up against Carmella, and she's losing to her constantly, and then make her look like a dumb ass baby face in the process, and then not have her feature on TV that much, and then all of a sudden when they decided to put her on TV, they make her look even more dumb that she can't all of a sudden speak I mean, she doesn't understand English, and on top of that you got her teaming up with Naomi, and she's in the middle of the ring fucking dancing. What the fuck is the badass Oscar that I once seen before? This company ruined Oscar. And by the way, no sign of Shinsuke Nakamura. He's supposed to be the United States champion in this fucking company. They ruined Nakamura. They ruined Oscar. They ruined Samoa Joe. I'll get to that part later. This is one of the reasons why I don't watch Raw and SmackDown anymore. So fuck this match. This match was a fucking waste of time. Next match. WWE Championship. It was no countouts, no disqualification. It lasted 23 minutes and 45 seconds. WWE Champion AJ Styles defeats Samoa Joe. Match itself, it started off pretty good because Samoa Joe comes out and AJ Styles confronts, comes out. Basically, they fought on the outlay. And then the match starts in the ring because it's supposed to be it's supposed to all start in the ring. The match itself, was pretty damn good. One of the best matches so far on the card, next to the Cruiserweight Championship match, which I'll get to later. Now, Samoa Joe, what comes to him, there was a table spot where Samoa Joe was put through a table with his knee hitting breaking through the table, which he was selling the fact that it popped and all that, and then AJ Styles took advantage of it. Samoa Joe and Styles kept on wrestling, and then in the end, Samoa Joe gets caught in the calf killer by AJ Styles, and from there, Samoa Joe, he could just grab AJ Styles from the head or something like that, hit him with whatever. Instead, he tried to go for the ropes, and then he taps out.
Damn.
Now,
I think Joe's done from here.
here's the thing with Samoa Joe. He was the reason why he hasn't been used Universal Champion. He's been in the Continental Champion, and the reason why he hasn't been the WWE Champion is because of one reason only. Vince McMahon had no plans for Samoa Joe on the main roster because he was not supposed to touch the main roster. He was supposed to just remain on NXT, kind of like a Cassius Ohno right now. So the whole thing with Samoa Joe coming in to the main roster, it's just to feed him to guys like Roman Reigns, John Cena, even though it won't have bad Survivor Series, but still, and on top of it, just for Samoa Joe just to be another member of the roster. And based on Samoa Joe losing here, it's the same thing with how I felt about Nakamura. Nakamura coming in to face the WWE champion, only for him to lose to Jinder Mahal twice. And you could also count one for the at a house show, which I don't count that at all, but still. And then the whole thing with him winning the Rumble, him facing AJ Styles, and then him losing, and then they turn heel, where this could be a consolation prize that he could be WWE champion, even in the match where he was allowed to cheat, couldn't even get the job done. And then finally at the last man standing match, which I believe, if I'm mistaken, I think it was Extreme Rules, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. Anyways, and then Nakamura didn't win, and that right there tells me that they didn't have no plans for Nakamura to be WWE champion. But hey, he's the United States champion. Fuck off.
And yeah, he's not on the show.
And because of that decision that WWE made, that Nakamura couldn't even be WWE champion for numerous times he could have been WWE champion. From right there, yep, fuck Raw, fuck SmackDown. I ain't watching those shows. Even Nakamura being on SmackDown, which is more tolerable, I ain't watching it. And why should I watch SmackDown? What they doing with Shinsuke Nakamura on SmackDown? Nothing. And I feel the same way they're going to do the same thing with Samoa Joe here. Samoa Joe, had built up, has carried this storyline, which I wasn't a fan of the storyline. For a little bit I was, but then started getting over the top with this, and then WWE didn't want to go all the way with it because PG. But Samoa Joe was carrying this with the promos, with the segments, with everything he was doing. It just did his part too, but Samoa Joe was the one who carried it most likely. And then in the end, Samoa Joe's payoff is that he loses. Now, some people are saying that, with this loss here, it's a protected loss, which I do agree, because he, leg first to the table, where it was bothering him in the match, and Styles go for the calf, like I said, the calf killer in the match, which led to Samoa Joe to tap out. But again, Samoa Joe could have just easily beat up on Styles. He was right there next to you, Joe. You could grab him or something like that, But yeah, they make Samoa Joe look stupid in this one. And once again, Samoa, now I this has nothing to do with AJ Styles. AJ Styles, best wrestler all around. I have no problem with AJ Styles going over. The match was good. So, at the same time, fans are disappointed that Samoa Joe didn't get the job done, and I don't blame them. I'm a Samoa Joe fan too. The Samoan submission machine has been watered down and couldn't even be WWE champion on the main roster.
Yep.
Your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, the Samoan watered down machine. Yeah, that's who he is. It and I had an issue. I had an issue when Vince had no plans for Austin Aries. Are you telling me you don't have any plans for Samoa Joe? Do you have any plans at all aside from Roman Reigns and John Cena? Any plans?
Triple H.
You don't think about
and the Undertaker.
And the Undertaker and Triple H and all those guys, man.
And
Vince,
Kane.
And Kane. Stop.
Braun Strowman.
Roster. This is your future roster, even though AJ and Joe, they're just about nearly 40 years old. But they can still go, for the most part. Use them. The fact that you treat John Cena better than AJ Styles is beyond me. On what level? On what world does that happen? Where you treat trash better than your best workers?
Mhm.
It makes no sense. And as far as Samoa Joe losing again, I'm not surprised at this point, man. I don't know who they're gonna have AJ lose. Um, depending on who it is, but either way, there is no happy ending for Samoa Joe at the end of the day. Just watch, just like everybody else who that steps into that company, you'll be doomed. That's all it really is at the end of the day. Once you step into the company, you're doomed.
Exactly.
What happened?
Is Remington still there?
No, he's sleeping.
Oh god. Damn
And
it.
Nick,
How are you?
and I don't think Nick's gonna come back in.
Okay. What about you, Anthony? What do you think?
About Samoa Joe versus
Yeah,
AJ Styles for the WWE Championship.
yeah.
Mhm.
Basically, it was
I,
Mojo losing.
once again, WWE couldn't let Samoa Joe win the title for shit, which is bogus. I don't understand why they wouldn't let Samoa Joe win for once. Maybe it's the fact that Vince has this thing against fat people. Maybe that's the reason why.
Well, yeah,
Maybe
this is the same as the man who was judging Neville when it comes to his ears,
like
and he
Vince, you
wanted
like
a
His ears.
like Vince,
and
you
he
don't look too, and like Vince, you don't look too good yourself, you old dipshit.
and on top of that, because of that, they wanted to put a mask on him and give him the Mighty Mouse gimmick, but
Mo-
they
mo- Motherfucker,
but they
really want to put a blue dot on Christian's face. Fuck you.
mhm.
Like, motherfucker, you don't look too good yourself, motherfucker. Who are you to judge anyone based on their looks, you dipshit?
Wrinkled ass bastard. But
Mhm.
Old dried up old prune, old fossil.
The burial of Vince McMahon. Yeah.
Vince is a faggot.
Says the dude who likes to have sex with his wrestlers just so they could get a push. You old faggot.
How this motherfucker still running the company is beyond me. I
Mr. Man, go the fuck away. But I know you're not. I know you're not gonna retire.
I never seen somebody so out of touch in my life with reality.
Mhm.
This all this all he cares about what he wants. He doesn't give a fuck about what anyone else wants. It's about what Vince wants. Vince, nobody gives a fuck what you want. Fuck you, fuck what you want. Alright? Good God. You old out of touch old fossil.
But yeah, I got nothing else to say because I feel like I'm gonna say a lot more when pertain when it gets to the main event. But you can go ahead and
I got something to say about the main event too.
Okay. All right. So then we get to the Bella Twins, which is Brie and Nikki Bella, and Ronda Rousey. First, defeating the Riot Squad. Liv Morgan, Ruby Riot, and Sarah Logan. And the 6-woman tag team match lasted 10 minutes and 5 seconds. Now, the match itself, I thought it was a waste of time. But as far as the match, what happened in the match, Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella from the beginning. I mean, yeah. They were bittering about who should go first. And I asked myself, wait a minute, why all of a sudden now that all of a sudden they having touches with each other here, which is a hint there that Ronda Rousey's opponent for Evolution for the women's title is going to be Nikki Bella. That right there, that told me right there that's going to be the match. And the rumor of that is it will be confirmed pretty soon.
And that in itself is complete. You talking about yeah, we're gonna have a women's revolution.
It's a
And
women's revolution, my ass.
And yet the champion that you're having to face, or the person you're going to have face, Ronda Rousey as your champion, you're having her face Nikki Bella, of all women.
Wait, I thought she retired.
Nope, she's back. Cinder Bella.
Oh my god.
They're talking about women's revolution, and yet they're having trash in the main event for the title.
This company cannot get any more retarded.
Mm-hmm.
That's politics, man. The politics.
Good
That's
God.
all it is.
Women's revolution, my ass.
And by the way, Brie Bella, she was botch free. She didn't hurt anyone this time. She didn't even hurt herself in this match.
That's good to know.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, the match itself, it was a waste of time. It was not even for the Raw Women's Championship. And Ronda Rousey won over Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan by doing a double armbar submission. How is that possible? Apparently, she made it possible. I don't know if y'all knows if you've seen it, but yeah, she did it. She made it possible, and that's how they won. And some people thought it was gonna be a heel turn after that when it comes to Nikki Bella. Nope, nothing happened. It was just they were praising each other and all that, and there you go. And by the way, I just want to mention one thing before I move on. Let me just double check something here. But you guys anything to say before I say something?
You're having this women's revolution, and yet you're involving the Bellas that have always been trash. One of them, having her be in a women's championship match. How are we supposed to believe? How are we supposed to take the women seriously when you're having a trash wrestler compete for the title? Wouldn't you have the best of the best be on the show and to wrestle, and on top of that, be in a championship match? Why are you involving the Bellas?
And what's the point of their retirement?
Mm-hmm.
Retirement. I'm so sick of that.
Well, to a degree, Nikki Bella was teasing a retirement. Brie Bella did retire, but then after she gave birth and started training, she wanted to get back in the ring. So, but don't forget, they're legends.
Legends, my ass.
They're legends because they suck cock. John Cena's. Wow. Even though they've been trash ever since they've been there.
Yeah, the legends are doing that. Of course, sucking cock.
Okay, and by the way, welcome to Ronda Rousey. Remember, I pointed out before where it comes to Ronda Rousey, talking about she's not Brock Lesnar. She's going to be a fighting champion. 6 weeks since she hasn't defended the Raw Women's title on Raw. 6 weeks, and I'm not going to include pay-per-views. Fuck pay-per-views. We're talking about Raw.
Yeah, this is the same woman who said, "Oh, I'm gonna earn my right," and yet you've had 1 or 2 matches, and then won the belt.
Not a person against Ronda Rousey, but if you're going to call a promo like that, back up your words.
Exactly, you're making her look stupid.
Oh yeah, but anything else you want to say before I move on?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to when Undertaker and Shane. Remember that storyline? If Undertaker beats Shane, um, you have to leave this and the other. But Shane, if you win, you get to be general manager. And what happens? Undertaker beats Shane,
Mm-hmm.
but he becomes general manager.
Well, this is the same company that
You might as
that
well.
yeah, and it's the same company that retirements don't matter anyways.
Yeah, let's bring Sean back, but let's not. But, 8 years of retirement, and yeah, let's not even think about Sting.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's what I gotta
And
say what pertains to this segment.
then closing, what comes to this match? Fuck Nikki Bella. Now we get to the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. 10 minutes and 35 seconds the match lasted. You got Buddy Murphy defeating Cedric Alexander to become the new Cruiserweight Champion. This match itself, folks, by the way, Cedric Alexander, he got a reaction, but it wasn't a positive reaction. Because he's going up against the hometown of Buddy Murphy from Australia, and Australia, he got a nice pop. And the match itself, great match. Next to Styles and Samoa Joe, amazing match. You know, it was it's a type of match I would see all those two from 205 Live, and they did it at Super Showdown. Um, at one point, Cedric Alexander looked like he was going to win here. He hit him with a lumbar check, which is his finishing move. But Buddy Murphy kicked out, and I was shocked when I said that. Like, what? Like, we're kicking out finishing moves here? Okay, all right. Because that no one's ever kicked out Cedric Alexander's lumbar check until Buddy Murphy did, and then finally Buddy Murphy gets the upper hand at the end of the match and gets him with the Murphy's Law and gets the win, and that shocked me too. Like, holy shit! I was going for Buddy Murphy to win, but I didn't think he was going to win. Um, but sure enough, as soon as he won, the crowds popped for it really loud. I'm like, holy shit, this is a feel good move for him. Awesome, man. Yeah, he deserves it too. Buddy Murphy, starting from NXT as a tag, at first they didn't know what to do with him at first, and then they have a tag team with Wesley Blake, and then they also have those two pair with Alexa Bliss, and from there, Buddy Murphy and Alexa Bliss ended up being a real life couple, and then from there, they broke up the stable. Buddy Murphy was lost, don't know what to do. They basically didn't know what to do with him. Years later, they decided to put him on 205 Live to be part of the Cruiserweights, well, because of this year's Cruiserweight Championship tournament, and where he was known as being the best kept secret, and also known as the Juggernaut of 205 Live because look at him, he's freaking built like he's a Juggernaut, kind of like a Neville, and he was putting on some great matches on 205 Live, folks, and just the way he wrestles too, he wrestles like a cruiserweight, he wrestles like a normal wrestler too, and all. He could do it. He is very talented. More talented than his girlfriend Alexa Bliss. Oh, just saying. But yeah, Buddy Murphy, he deserves this. He really deserves this. It's about time. And also one point too, Cedric Alexander was noticing the crowds booing him, and he announced it. I'm like, good. That's good that he announced it. Cause I think somewhere down the line he's gonna turn heel. I think that's gonna happen with Cedric Alexander. And if they do that, great. Let's see if they do that with Cedric Alexander. If he does turn heel, and Buddy Murphy might turn into a babyface. But who knows? Maybe I'm thinking this through and all. Maybe I'm thinking too much of this and all that. But we'll see. But that because again, they're not in America. They're in Australia. So um, so that's part of the reason why I'm thinking that. So but we'll see. We'll see what they go for that one. It's gonna be a rematch, obviously, between these two. But it's not gonna be in Crown Jewel though. I know that for sure. Unless they do that, but we'll see. But yeah, match itself next 2000 Samoa Joe. This match was incredible, and there you go. Now I don't know if you want to say anything about this, but if you don't want to, I'll just move on to the next match.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Um. Oh fuck this match. Well, let's now get to the match I didn't care about. The six-man tag team match. It lasted 19 minutes and 40 seconds. The
Oh god.
Shield, Dean Ambrose, the Universal Champion Roman Reigns, the Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman and the Raw Tag Team Champions Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre. Folks, I didn't care about this match at all. I could give two fucks about this match. And sure, maybe it's because of Roman Reigns, but at the same time, it's also because of this whole Shield thing. And guess what, folks? The crowds from Australia, they didn't give much of a reaction to the Shield. Maybe a couple, but not a whole lot. Yeah, it's not working, folks. But when it comes to Braun Strowman, he got a reaction. Um, and Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre too a little bit. But the one I was looking forward to the most was to see how the fans were going to react to Roman Reigns. And sure enough, fans booed Roman Reigns. So in Saudi Arabia, he was booed. In Canada, he gets booed. In the UK, he gets booed. Now they haven't done the show in Japan yet for to see Roman Reigns gets booed over there, but that only time will tell if they do a show at Tokyo, Japan, or wherever. In America, obviously, he gets booed, and then you get to Australia, he gets booed. What does that tell you, folks? People don't give a fuck about Roman Reigns. If it comes to a point where fans cheer for John Cena more than Roman Reigns in Australia, especially in Saudi Arabia, it's a fucking problem. Roman Reigns is the fucking problem. How do you become worse than John Cena? And we all know how John Cena how worse he can be, but how the fuck can you top John Cena to be one of the worst top guys of all time in the WWE? But as far as the match was, like I said, I didn't care about the match. I thought the match was boring to me. I saw some spots that was coming from a mile away. They were teasing Dean Ambrose turning heel, which it didn't happen. And when they did that spot, I'm like, yeah, he ain't turning heel. He's going to go after one of the other three. And sure enough, he did. He went to Braun Strowman. At one point, Roman Reigns went, he and the reason that happened, with Dean Ambrose, teasing turning heel, is because Roman Reigns accidentally hit Dean Ambrose when he was meant to hit Drew McIntyre with the Superman punch. Speaking of which, I don't remember the exact spot that hit when Roman Reigns did the Superman punch. But when he did the Superman punch, he didn't even connect with it. I'm like, to myself, holy fucking shit, that looks fucking like, how the fuck do you not connect with the Superman punch and make it look fucking terrible? It's keep looking worse and worse and worse with the Superman punches. And then the whole thing with Braun Strowman. He's charging at Roman Reigns on the outside. He's charging against Seth Rollins on the outside. And then they told and then he's telling um Ziggler and McIntyre to wind up Ambrose because he's going to go run him down. And I see myself, okay, Roman Reigns is going to come out of nowhere and spear him or Superman punch. I called it, folks. I fucking called it for Teak. So Braun Strowman, he's coming to charge at Dean Ambrose. And I see myself, yeah, Roman Reigns is going to cut him off. I just don't know how he's going to do it. Either a Superman punch or a spear. Sure enough, Roman Reigns goes for a spear to the barricade, collapsing and all that. And then Dean Ambrose gets the win for his team by pinning Dolph Ziggler. And there you go. No heel turn, which, like, serious people, do you really think there was going to be a heel turn? Even, for me, no, for watching wrestling for a long ass time, I knew he was going to turn heel. especially the way that they keep overrating that on TV. That Ambrose might turn heel. He might turn heel. He ain't turning heel because they need the Shield to get Roman Reigns over as and also no point intended to shield Roman Reigns other boos. Roman Reigns needs a Shield to get himself over, but guess what? It's not fucking working. He's fucking garbage. He's fucking boring. He's one of the worst top guys in the WWE next to John Cena. And as far as this match was, fuck this match. This match was a waste of my fucking time, and I'm surprised I didn't fall asleep during that time because I was dead fucking tired during this period. And that's all I gotta say for that one. Fuck Roman Reigns.
Which goes back to my point again. You keep pushing people that people don't care for.
And you wonder why your ratings are low, and you wonder why you get half empty arenas, and you wonder why people tune out of your shows. It's because of stuff like this. You wonder why.
Yeah, I think it's time to kick his ass, to kick Remington out the hangout. All right, give me 1 second. There we go. Sorry, Rem, but back to what I'm saying. I don't know how many times we need to say this, man. Roman Reigns as champion is the worst thing they could have done.
It's not working. It's clearly not working, and it will not work.
They don't care about him in the U.S. They don't care about him in Australia. They don't care about him in Saudi Arabia.
That
Nobody
should say
cares.
that should say a lot. That people do not like Roman Reigns. They don't like him.
So stop pushing him.
It
It's
is
overkill.
obvious. It's obvious that people do not like Roman Reigns. It is obvious, Vince. It should be obvious to you, but no, you decided to be delusional and continue to push Roman Reigns, despite the fact that people do not like him.
You're telling me that this dull, boring, monotone motherfucker is your top baby face? He's your top baby face. Your champion. Really? Really?
Honestly, and to be honest with you, I do want to invest in Roman Reigns. I really do. I want to be a fan of the dude, but WWE doesn't give me a reason to do be so because of the way they book him. So no, to all you Roman Reigns out there that gonna watch him, I don't bash him just for the sake of bashing him. I'm bashing him because I want the dude to be better. But WWE doesn't give me a reason to invest in Roman Reigns. This right there is the reason why.
Which again makes no business sense because if people are not invested in Roman Reigns, why you keep pushing him? Why is he a babyface? Why is he the champion? And the Shield could be together for so long. I,
And the fact that this dude main evented WrestleMania about what, three times already?
four.
Three times in a row. He main evented 31, 32, and 33. And did he main event 34?
Yes, he did. Brock
Wait,
Lesnar.
four times. I stand corrected. Four times. This dude main evented WrestleMania four times in a row. In a row. And this dude's still not over. People still boo him.
Which makes no business sense. And just watch. Eventually, people are gonna start booing the Shield as a group, as a whole. I wouldn't put it past them, even though people like him as a babyface. You know, or the Shield together. People like the Shield together, but you can only have them be a group for so long until people get tired of it. Now, as much as the Shield is getting a little overrated right now, there could be a possibility that people might start booing, and that's not
Exactly.
good.
I wouldn't put it past them if they do that. If they start, if people do start booing the Shield.
That's not good, people. Stop with the Roman Reigns garbage.
Enough with the Roman Reigns experiments already. Just pull the plug on it. It's clearly not working. The Roman Reigns experiment has failed. Yet Vince McMahon is too delusional to see it. Again, another reason why that old fossil should retire, but he's never going to. Actually, a big reason why this old fossil should retire.
And another reason why the show has been a fail, or was a fail earlier.
And again, you Vince, you wonder why your ratings are low. You wonder why. You wonder why recently your show received one of the lowest ratings of all time.
Yeah, broke a record for the lowest. But yeah, I've spoken about Roman Reigns on plenty of occasions. So, I mean, there's not really much I could really say at this point, other than Vince, stay off the weed.
Vince just smoking way too much weed. Sniffing so much, you sniff way too much cocaine, my dude. Tell you one thing. Lay off the fucking weed, dude. Holy shit. What weed are you smoking?
All right. I guess we stand enough peace when it comes to Roman Reigns. We all know how you feel about him. So yeah, fuck Roman Reigns. And then we get to the next match, which is a singles match to determine the number one contender for the WWE Championship between Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Now, the video package so far they show great video package, and basically, as far as the match was, basically, I mentioned the video package that they show before the match started. You know, the hype of this match. This video package they show was longer than this match.
Holy shit!
Wow.
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 In fact, as a
Wow.
matter of fact, the Undertaker's entrance was longer than this match.
The fuck?
Holy shit!
The Shield's entrance was longer than this fucking match.
The fuck? You mean
Oh
to
my
tell me? Wait a
god!
minute, Robert. You mean to tell me that match, that this match was one of the shortest matches of the night?
You're damn right it was. Even the New
Holy
Day's
shit, man!
entrance, with them doing pancakes and doing this hook kick shit, New Day on his entrance was longer than this match.
Good
0
God.
out of 10. 0 out of 10.
What the fuck?
And why did they do this? Reports out there. Now, originally this was supposed to be a 5 hour show, but I'm not gonna be that mad at them because they decided to make it 4 hours long. But of all matches to for it to be a short match, you chose this match. This is supposed to be a match where you got to face the WWE champion.
What the fuck? You mean to tell me that the number one contendership for the WWE Championship, they chose that match of all matches to be to be the shortest matches of the show? The number one contendership to the main title, might I add.
The Daniel Bryan effect is still up there. It's still there.
Same title
Yep.
that Stone Cold won, Undertaker, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Ric Flair.
And the list goes on and on. Eddie Guerrero, Ultimate Warrior.
And they made the number one contendership to that title the shortest match of the night. Are you
Rob
fucking
Van
kidding me?
Dam.
Are you
Edge. Kurt Angle. Brock Lesnar.
once again WWE being retarded?
Bruno Sammartino.
Oh my god.
Basically, the match
The
lasted.
Ultimate Warrior.
So
Yes.
they made this match the
This
shortest
match
of the
was
night. Are you
just
fucking kidding me, man?
because they ran out of time. You know what? They made this match longer. They made this match shorter, but the main event lasted longer than any other matches on the card here. I'll get to that momentarily, but this match between
19
Daniel
minutes.
Bryan,
Oh my god. The other
this
match was 19 minutes though, right? The shoe
yeah,
match.
this yeah, the shoe match.
Oh, you
But yeah,
didn't want.
Daniel Bryan defeating the Miz in 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Damn.
A bunch of
What a
bullshit.
And
roller
here's how
coaster.
and here's what they did in the match. First, Dan Bryan was attacked by the Miz. Miz takes off Dan Bryan's shirt to expose his rib because he's the story here was that Dan Bryan was injured. All of a sudden, Dan Bryan tried to go for the running knee. Miz counters and goes for the running knee to him, expecting the 3 count, but nope, only a 2 count. And then try to go skull crusher finale. Dan Bryan counters into the inside cradle, 1, 2, 3.
That's it?
Wow.
That's it. Wow.
And yeah, and people thought it was a botch. No, it wasn't a botch. The reason why they cut it short is because originally it was supposed to be 5 hours, which by the way, thank God they decided to put it 4 hours because I don't know how much longer it was going to last. But I was looking forward to this match, because this is Daniel Bryan and the Miz, and then on top of it, they got AJ Styles watching on backstage to see who he's going to face,
Yeah.
and then they this is how they booked it. Like, wait a minute, if you're telling me Dan Bryan could beat the Miz in that record time, why couldn't he do that at SummerSlam? Just fucking company.
And on top of that, injured ribs.
Yeah, Dan Bryan, he was injured. He's coming in injured.
You're telling me these two had the shortest match of the night, and yet those two old fucks had the longest match on the card.
Oh my god, yes, he did. And by the way, when it comes to Dan Bryan getting his title shot, I thought maybe they was gonna save it for SmackDown 1000. Apparently, they're saving it for the Crown Jewel at Saudi Arabia.
Oh, jeez.
The same event where they're gonna have Braun Strowman versus Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. So much for Dan Bryan and AJ Styles main event in that show.
This company
Okay,
don't give a fuck anymore.
Exactly.
so now let's get to the main event itself. First of all, Shawn Michaels comes out first to his entrance, and then Triple H comes out to do his entrance, and then Kane comes out to do his entrance, and then as Undertaker comes out to do his entrance. Because Undertaker doing his entrance, it took him an hour to get there. Basically like get into the ring. And then you get JoJo, the ring announcer from the show, by the way. The following contest is scheduled for one fall where it pertains to Triple H and The Undertaker. The main event, the last time ever, the showdown.
Yeah, sure. Last
And
time
from
ever.
out of nowhere, JoJo announces match and is under no disqualification.
What? No disqualification? Uh,
I'm saying myself, wait a minute, what? Like, wait a minute.
mm,
Yeah, they didn't ever test that to be the no disqualification match.
they haven't even built it up
No,
to
they
be
didn't.
no
They never said anything about no disqualification match
they never
until
mentioned anything about no disqualification match. What the fuck?
no, the the, the, the promotion of this match between Taker and Triple H is the last time ever. These two are going at it one more time, and then but basically, having Undertaker and Triple H is not enough. You gotta have Shawn Michaels involved. You gotta have Kane come out of his mere duties involved, and then on top of that, we get to the match. No disqualification. There was never an announcement that was going to be no disqualification until we get to that point. I'm like, what the fuck? What, like, who the?
And also, you're telling me not AJ, Daniel Bryan and Miz had a 2 minute match, and yet Kane, Shawn, Taker, and Triple H had their own separate entrances. When Undertaker could have came out with Kane, and Triple H could have came
Yeah,
out with Shawn.
I said that in the live reaction too. I was going crazy on the live reaction, but um, what I was going to say? Oh yeah, so you're telling me you're gonna have two matches that had no disqualifications, and one that's the case. That was more Joe should have main event then. They should have been the main event based on how I saw this match. And this match lasted 27 minutes and 35 seconds.
Oh God.
Almost half an hour.
Oh God.
Almost half a fucking hour
For these two.
for these two. And I say to myself, wait a minute, so disqualification? Well, what's stopping Shawn Michaels and Kane just go into the ring and it was bad. This booking was bad. It was overbooked. And now the beginning match itself, I thought, even though it was a slow pace, which you kind of expected with two old guys. Um, but I thought it was decent when they first started, and then it all fell down from the hill from there about 5 minutes or a couple minutes later because Shawn Michaels gets involved. Kane didn't do anything. I mean, he went he tried to go after Shawn Michaels and everything, and he tried to stop Triple H and Shawn Michaels, but stand up the table. He just let them. And he's going around with them, try to go and like, oh my god, it was bad. It was fucking bad. I was losing my mind watching the show. This main event. Like Kane wasn't doing shit. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention Roman Reigns from his match. He didn't do shit until the end of the match. Just want to point that out.
And John Cena didn't do nothing until the end of his match.
Yes. And now Kane's doing the exact same thing. He's not doing anything until like somewhere from the either mid or end of the match, and that's what happened. But this was overbooked, man. Weapons involved, and unnecessary bumps for Undertaker taking the steel steps. Like, what the fuck you do? Like, what the fuck's going on here?
For two part-timers.
Undertaker by the way, Undertaker almost lost his balance, in the ring by going for his punches. Lucky the referee is behind him, and also he was on the ropes too. I was getting a flashback of what happened with him and Rusev from Saudi Arabia, just months ago. Um, Triple H at one point, I think he almost lost the balance too. I'll take one for the old school. I see myself, oh, I'll take please don't fall. Please do not fucking fall. Lucky he didn't. Well, he kind of did because Triple H tripped him. And then Triple H tried to go for this old school. And then Undertaker go for old school again. He goes to attempt to do old school like so, oh, please don't fall. I was worried that he's going to either fall out of the ring or something. Because, Undertaker has a hip replacement. He needs injections in his leg to even have a match. But luckily he pulled it off. I mean, it wasn't the best old school, but, it is what it is. Undertaker was teasing to do a dive. You know how he always do his dive, running the ropes and then over that kind of what Shawn Michaels did. I mean, not like he did with Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25. where he almost
Yeah.
killed himself too. By the way,
Hmm.
I said, "Mr. Wait a minute, he's not. Don't tell me he's gonna do it." I was fucking worried. Like, don't do this on Taker. And also, yeah, a table setup. Like I said before, Undertaker go, is Tyson go to the top rope to go. I'm like, what the fuck, yo, Undertaker, what the fuck are you doing? Like, don't you shouldn't be doing this shit, especially in your condition. And Shawn Michaels in the match was taking a lot of bumps. By the way, he's flying all over the place, which it shows you there that Shawn Michaels could still go even out of his prime. He could still go. Um, but this doesn't mean I want to see him though. But Triple H, I think there was a back toss to Triple H on the outside, which was nice. And then all of a sudden, they start brawling into the crowd. Well, I didn't point out one thing too, by the way. Kane took a super kick from Shawn Michaels. He landed on the table. Triple H goes for an elbow drop to take out Kane, and because of that, Kane was taken out for as long as he could, I guess. Whatever. But but basically, Undertaker and Triple H was fighting through the crowd. Undertaker at one point goes for a back toss to Triple H. It was one of the worst back tosses I've ever seen in my entire life. And then Undertaker tried to choke Triple H with the cord, which by the way you're not supposed to do that in WWE anymore. Remember last time when Daniel Bryan choking Justin Roberts with just Roberts' own tie,
Yeah,
and then
even though they filmed it.
yeah, and they filmed it too. And guess what? Triple H was like, wait, and the way Undertaker was doing too, like, what the fuck is this? It was garbage. It was fucking trash. Um, but anyways, so yeah, Triple H was crazy, but he's supposed to be choked. But Triple H make sure that didn't happen because you can policy. You can't do that because if you do, you could get fired for doing that at some companies. Shout out to Taz. um, and that some company is WWE. But anyways, but they find through the crowd and I'm saying to myself, oh my god, this is slow pace. This is booked. This is overly booked. I was like, holy shit, yo, it was unnecessary. This match it was unnecessary. Undertaker taking these bumps was unnecessary. They missed the broadcast table at one point. Well, almost did. They almost did. Undertaker um had Triple H beat, but then Triple H kicked out. Mike Killer got turned around to get a two count, and Undertaker hits him. Yeah, like I said, overly booked. Even a referee bump we got was overly booked in this one. Too much interference from Michaels and Kane. Triple H at one point almost beat Undertaker, but then Kane pulls out the referee, a new referee by the way, and because Kane pulled out this referee out of the ring, all of a sudden the referee was taken out of the ring. The referee was knocked out. All right. I guess because the size of the referee who's small, the fall knocked him out.
We really overbooking this match.
It's one of the most retarded bookings I've ever seen. Undertaker with the worst stroke center I ever seen. He gets to Triple H. Triple H had a sledgehammer. Undertaker had a steel chair. I said, "Wait a minute. Uh, a steel chair ain't gonna win against a sledgehammer." I said in live reaction, what he showed me is a struggle because Undertaker's character, it would make sense to have a struggle. But no, no. And by the way, that sledgehammer looks so fucking fake.
That thing's got to
It
be
looked,
made of rubber or something.
yeah, I believe so. But it was,
Sledgehammer can
but
actually bust through a chair.
and basically Undertaker lost that. Obviously, he lost that fight. A chair is not gonna it's not gonna beat a sledgehammer. Um,
And he puts his hand in front of the sledgehammer. Like, what is the point of that?
uh,
What's the
I know,
point
right?
of that?
Yeah, I know. There's no point.
You're still
Uh,
hitting him with your hand, or actually hitting him with the sledgehammer. You dumbass Triple H, Jesus.
and then we get to the finish. We get teasers of Undertaker's going to beat Triple H, and Triple H is going to beat Undertaker. And then finally we get to the point where Shawn Michaels super kicks. Well, first I believe Triple H hit him with a sledgehammer first, and then Shawn Michaels with a super kick, and then Triple H goes for the pedigree. 1, 2, 3.
And of course, Triple
And
H has to win. Of
of
course.
course, Triple H has yes, of course Triple H has to win. I'm like, oh my god, this match was so overbooked, and this match was garbage. I said before, I can speak on behalf of everyone else. I told we all said before this was going to be garbage because Triple H is out of his prime, Undertaker's out of his prime, and on top of that, um, the whole thing with the Undertaker versus Triple H, this whole end of an era, they should have just left it alone. Why couldn't they just leave it alone? And because they couldn't leave it alone, this is what we got. What comes to the Final Time Wrestling Center in the one-on-one match, and it was fucking garbage. The one of the worst no disqualification matches I've ever seen. This match between Undertaker and Triple H was made Undertaker. I mean not Undertaker. Well, okay, well I'll say that. This match between Undertaker and Triple H was made Undertaker versus Jan Gonzalez in WrestleMania look like a 5-star match.
Wow.
This match with Undertaker and Triple H made Triple H and Roman Reigns WrestleMania match a 5-star match, and we all know how that match out was. It was boring. It was fucking garbage.
By the way, the only match on that show that nearly made me fall asleep. The only match.
Yeah, I
Yep,
remember that.
yep, exactly. This match between Taker and Hunter made Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior from Halloween Havoc, one of the worst matches, look like a 5-star match.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. This match made Bret Hart and Vince McMahon's match at WrestleMania a 5-star match. Hell, I'll even put this match made Jordan King Lawler and Michael Cole's match a 5-star match at WrestleMania.
Oh no.
I'll even go further when it comes to Andre the Giant out of his prime against Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 3 from his worst condition he's ever been after having back surgery, after being not in the good health, made that match the main event of WrestleMania 3 a 5-star match, and then the previous WrestleMania for WrestleMania 4 that match between Andre and Hogan another 5-star match compared to this fucking match.
So this is the
Uh,
worst match of all time. The worst match.
and I'll go further because of TNA wrestling. This match Undertaker Triple H had made Sharmell and Jennifer Roscoe's match a 5-star match.
What?
This match was fucking garbage. It was fucking terrible. It was sloppy. It was overbooked. And also, this match, Taker and Triple H made Kane versus the Imposter Kane a 5-star match.
Kane and the Imposter Kane.
I'll put over any horrible match that I've seen in professional wrestling over this match. I told people this was going to be a horrible match. I told people this match was going to be like it used to be back in the days of Triple H versus Undertaker WrestleMania 17 or from WrestleMania 27 or WrestleMania 28. And that WrestleMania 28 is at the end of an era, and that match was incredible. And that should have been it. They should have left it alone, but they didn't. So now they got to live through this bullshit, which probably WWE is not going to admit that because WWE they think everything is awesome.
WWE has to
So
be on repeat mode all the time, so they can't just do something different to repeat themselves.
and I'll even go further here. Triple H and Undertaker's match here made Cameron Cameron, from the Funkadactyls,
Oh no.
her favorite match because of Molina and Alicia Fox made that match look like a 5-star in comparison.
Oh, I can't stand Cameron.
And then after the match, Triple H and Shawn Michaels are crying, hugging, all of a sudden Undertaker and Kane recovers. They all hugging in the ring, and then they all racing up, hands up in the air. Fireworks going off. By the way, I forgot to mention there was fireworks to open the show and to end this match too. Um, and then all of a sudden Kane and Undertaker attacks Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and then they took out Shawn Michaels by putting him to a broadcast table, and that was the end of it. And by the way, it's been confirmed. Now it's been confirmed. DX versus Brothers of Destruction, Crown Jewel.
Oh boy.
Great,
Wow. Now,
great. We get to see Bald DX versus the Brothers of Obesity Destruction. I fuck this show.
I could give a
The obesity,
less.
the obesity versus destruction versus bald.
But yeah, I said my piece. So yeah, I thought the match itself gets a fucking zero. It was fucking garbage.
Either Nick or Anthony, because I got some shit to say.
Okay, so
Okay,
this
then.
match is
What?
like I didn't even see the match, and it's like just hearing you guys the highlights of it. It's like these guys are too old to be doing this. They seriously are. They're too old to do this shit. They're not in their prime anymore. Their bodies are pretty much are breaking down at this point. They can't do this anymore. They just can't. They all four need to retire at this point. Seriously. And Vince has to realize that you can't keep using your legends anymore, Vince. Stop trying to use your Attitude Era legends, Vince, because they're all older now.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Anthony.
Vince. Hold on.
Ugh. All right. Well, since Anthony's.
Okay. I'm back. I'm
Oh,
back.
okay. There you go. Okay. Go ahead.
I just got interrupted. But anyway, Vince, you can only rely on these legends for so long until they cannot do this anymore. And if they cannot do this anymore, then what you gonna do? And also, do I hear that this match is Taker's and Kane's retirement match? Do I hear that correctly?
Oh no, it won't be a retirement match with
Oh
them.
yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, all right. But anyway, but but still though, Triple H and Taker, they wrestled that back at WrestleMania 26 8 years ago. 8 years ago, nearly a decade. What's the point then? And then they wrestle again. What's the point of their match back at WrestleMania? No, no, not. No, I'm talking about Triple H and Shawn Michaels. I mean Triple H and Taker back at WrestleMania
8.
28. Yeah, 28.
No, it was 28. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the point of their match then? What's the point of the match then? And oh my god. And I heard that this match is and second, them announcing that there's gonna be a no disqualification, even though they haven't built this match up to be a no disqualification, they just say it out of the blue. That doesn't make any sense. And I have to be honest here. I saw a clip of that match. Undertaker doesn't look. It's sad seeing the way Undertaker is right now. It really is. He's way past his prime at this point. He could not do this anymore. Vince, you can only rely on him for so long till he cannot do this anymore. Sooner or later, Taker's gonna not couldn't be able to wrestle anymore. And then what? Then what?
Like, how does Vince keep getting him to come back to? Like, that's my question. Like, seriously.
I mean,
Like every it's like,
you can only rely on him for so long, Vince.
It's the same thing they did with
Undertaker
Andre the
cannot do
Giant.
this anymore.
Same thing they
He's
did with
old.
Andre the Giant.
jeez.
I mean, come on now. And you keep saying that first you say you're gonna first, and then and also you back at WrestleMania 33, you said you're gonna have Roman Reigns retire Undertaker, and then you brought him back. What's the point of that match either? What's the point of that match too?
So you have him have Roman Reigns retire Undertaker at WrestleMania 33, and yet he comes back.
You also had Roman Reigns cut promos saying he retired the Undertaker.
Well, I guess these promos Roman Reigns cut on about him retiring Undertaker doesn't mean anything. It's pointless.
But no, let's have Sean do it. But
I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You said you back at WrestleMania 33, you have Roman quote unquote retire Undertaker, and then you brought him back just to have him wrestle with Kane against Shawn and Triple H at Super Showdown. That doesn't make a lick of sense. By any means, man. It just doesn't make any sense.
And let me just say this: the match that they're gonna have at Crown Jewel, when it comes to a tag team match, why even have it? Y'all just did it at Super Showdown. What's the point of that? What's the point of seeing this if you already did it on the show? If we're gonna see it again at Crown Jewel, fuck you,
Well,
WWE.
Well, that makes their match. That just makes Triple H's match against Taker at WrestleMania 28 and Shawn's match against Taker back at WrestleMania 26 even more pointless. And it's gonna make Taker's match against with Roman Reigns back at WrestleMania 33 even more pointless as well. Once again, WWE's being more retarded.
mm-hmm.
And then they're gonna wrestle again, and then DX and Taker and Kane gonna wrestle back at Crown Jewel at Saudi Arabia. You're gonna see these four old fossils again wrestle. You're gonna see four fossils wrestle back again in Crown Jewel. WWE have tons of new talent that can actually put on a good show, but you refuse to book them in a credible way. But you have four people that are out of their prime going to wrestle again at Crown Jewel. Oh my God. Once again, Vince, you can only rely on these legends for so long until they cannot do this anymore.
mm-hmm.
Okay, Christian, you have the floor.
All right, Christian, say what you have to say.
I've alluded to this for a couple of Asylum shows when it pertains to Sean coming out of retirement to wrestle, or the rumors at the time of Sean coming back to wrestle. As we all remember, he retired at 26 when he had the Undertaker beat him. It was supposed to be Sean's final encounter and Taker's last match, Taker and Sean's last match together. And then Triple H WrestleMania 28 was supposed to be the final match ever between who is the better man between those two. Undertaker, Triple H, and the Venera. That's their last final match. Shawn, 2 years prior, his last match. Why in 2018 are all these some old, or some fat fucks still wrestling? First of all, again, with these retirements, but they keep coming back, like Anthony alluded to. Roman retired the Undertaker. He's still wrestling. Undertaker retired Shawn. He's coming back to wrestle. The list goes on and on with people saying, "Oh, I'm retiring," and then they come back. And then to have this match, and then on top of that, a garbage match. Oh no shit, it was garbage. It's between two old guys. They're old as fuck. With all due respect to the Undertaker and also fuck Triple H, but they're old. They're in their 50s. Triple H is about to be in his 50s. Undertaker is in his 50s. Kane about to be in his 50s. Shawn in his 50s. In comparison to the rest of the three, he might be the best in shape. Well, maybe Triple H is the best in shape. But their last match was supposed to be at WrestleMania between Triple H and The Undertaker. And of course, because Vince McMahon, with his desperate old self, dementia self, he cannot let go of the past.
No, he cannot.
And then on top of that, his love for Triple H for over the years has been absurd. The overratedness, and we talked about this on the last Asylum show. Triple H being overrated with the Undertaker's top rivals of all time. Triple H at number one. The home invasions. Triple H and Randy Orton, number one. And then we get to this match, and of course, Triple H has to get the upper hand and end the feud. Now, before anybody makes any opposing arguments, oh, but it wasn't a clean victory. I don't care if it's clean, dirty, or not. I don't care if Shawn kicked Taker and then ended up being a pedigree. That's the end of their feud. Even though they're going to have a tag match, that's the final Undertaker Triple H one-on-one match that they're going to have. I don't care if Taker gets his get back in their tag team match. That's still the end of the rivalry. It's one-on-one. Undertaker, Triple H. Triple H wins the rivalry over The Undertaker. This is Triple H's thing all over again. It really is. It's Triple H's thing all over again.
It is. It really is.
H. And then with Sting, WWE better than WCW. And dude, that Triple H beat both Undertaker and Sting. And Triple H can't even lace up their fucking boots. And Triple H beats both of them and ends the feuds. Fuck that. Triple H carrying Shawn when Sting was on top of WCW. And he beat Sting. Triple H was never the guy in the Attitude Era. When you have Stone Cold, when you have The Rock, when you have The Undertaker, you have Mick Foley. He was never the guy. And over the years, it has eaten Triple H alive. It really has. Because he knows deep down inside he couldn't lace up any of those guys. on his best day at that time. So of course, you had to have Triple H beat Mick Foley and retire him at the time. Of course, you gotta have Triple H beat Stone Cold and No Way Out to end their rivalry. Of course, you had to have Triple H beat Shawn at Bad Blood to end their rivalry. You had, and like I said already, Triple H beat Sting at WrestleMania. And now you have Triple H beat The Undertaker when The Undertaker beating Triple H to see who was the better man at WrestleMania, and he couldn't end the streak, but now Triple H beats him. I'm sick of Triple H. I'm sick. I'm sick of the overratedness. I've been sick of the overratedness for years, and it's still going down. And people want this, and people want this dude to take control of WWE once Vince retires. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. I'm not. With the way they're overrated Triple H now, I wouldn't want this motherfucker to be in charge. I don't care what he's doing NXT. He's still overrated. He's a piece of shit. And let's not even get into the China stuff. Yeah, let's not bring those can of worms again. For this company to overrate Triple H the way they have for all these years is ridiculous. It really is. It's getting real tiring. It's getting sick. It's getting ridiculous. And when it pertains to the Undertaker and Shawn, all four of these guys, man, they're all not in their prime anymore. Vince, if he keeps having the Undertaker wrestle, I'm telling you, man. Now he may not be in as bad a shape as Andre the Giant was at his tail end of his career, but he's still up there at age. Like Rob alluded to with the hip replacements, Undertaker, he's not in the best shape anymore. He can't even pull up good matches anymore. He can't even pull up a good match with Rusev. He couldn't pull off a good match with Triple H. Like, let all four of these guys retire together. Why are you bringing Shawn Michaels back after 8 years? Really? And then you have Shawn. Oh, you have Undertaker retire Shawn, and then you're gonna have Shawn retire Undertaker. That just throws away everything that they have done for the past decade. It throws all of it away with the heartfelt moment with Undertaker beat Shawn and Undertaker beating Triple H, and that's the end of there. That throws everything out the fucking window. I'm getting sick of it. Just like just like with John Cena, what he did, the overratedness with him, the overratedness with Roman Reigns, and the overratedness with Triple H. I'm telling you, these three are the most overrated WWE / pro wrestlers of all time. You know, you could throw in Jeff Jarrett, you could throw in Kevin Nash. You can't tell me Roman Reigns is less overrated than those guys right now. Because to me, he's up there. The three most overrated: Roman Reigns, John Cena, and Triple H, and all three of them were treated like gold tonight, this morning. Treated like gold, and they're three pieces of trash. I'm sick of it. This is the type of stuff that alienates your fans. This is the type of stuff that pisses your fans off, and this, you know, is why people stop watching the damn company. And I've already alluded to John Cena being, making wrestling faker than what it actually is. Roman Reigns, the most dull, boring, overrated champion in the last decade, and you still have Triple H being propped up at his tail at this stage of his career. It's getting ridiculous. Triple H being Sting and the Undertaker. That in itself is a disgrace. I don't care if it was clean or not. It's still trash. The match was still trash, and now they're going to continue on with this. Vince needs to stop. You're going to kill the Undertaker. You're going to kill him. Enough is enough with these nostalgia acts. Undertaker ain't getting any younger. Shawn ain't getting any younger. You need to finally let go of these guys and care about your up and coming talent, because the up and coming talent, they're gonna be there every week. They're gonna be there busting their ass. And I'm not just talking about Roman Reigns. So just stop and stop making wrestling fake with John Cena doing what he does. The fact that this dude is the face of the damn company and Michael go, oh, he's the greatest of all time. Stop. He's not even Buff Bagwell level. He ain't even Jeff Jarrett level. This is the type of stuff why I stopped watching this company. Religiously, at least. Because they do nothing but to piss people off and make wrestling fake. Look fake. And people are going to criticize Impact for what they do. And they're going to criticize the indies. They're going to criticize Impact, but still give this company a damn chance. Every time. Oh, TNA sucks. I stopped watching New Japan. ROH, I don't watch the indies, but you're going to keep watching this crap. I don't get it. I really don't. So, in closing, fuck Triple H, fuck John Cena, fuck Roman Reigns, fuck Vince McMahon. I got nothing else to say. What else really is there to say at this point?
Wow.
What is to say about this fucking company? The company that likes to alienate its own fans. Like to do everything, does everything the opposites of what the fan wants. They overrated pieces of fucking trash, but they treat like shit to the more established and better talent.
Oh, but Triple H didn't beat the Undertaker clean. I don't care. That's the end of it. Undertaker's not gonna get his get back 1-on-1.
Nope.
It's like the old
Sure
saying
not.
go. It's like the old saying goes. I don't care how clean it is. It's still trash.
Do you think Joseph Warrior got his win back against Hulk Hogan after Halloween Havoc? Nope. I was upset that Hogan even beat Joseph Warrior, and I know why they did that match at Halloween Havoc for Hulk, because Hulk Hogan wanted that win back from WrestleMania 7. I mean WrestleMania 6. My apologies.
Yeah, because
And
he's a
also,
political piece of shit too. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
yeah. And also you're gonna have Shawn come back to wrestle. But you're gonna have Sting come back? Are you kidding me?
Have Sting retire the Undertaker. That's the match
Exactly.
people want.
Been asking Sting versus Taker. People been asking for Sting versus Taker for
We
years.
have. We have.
Speaking of Sting, Remember that match for Hulk Hogan and Sting from Bound for Glory?
Yes.
That match was a 5-star compared to that match which you mentioned Undertaker did at Super Showdown.
Yep.
And the problem, and what's even worse is that Hogan's older than all of them.
Mm-hmm. 7 back surgeries. He's got a battery pack for his back.
Jeez.
And Hogan ended up having a show stealing match against Sting. It wasn't a great match, but but just the spectacle, the mystique, and just everything around it. It was amazing. The crowds were into it, and it was TNA. It was in TNA, and when it comes to TNA, Impact Wrestling, which I want to say, despite how Impact Wrestling has been booking Kira Hogan, just at the end of the day, I still watching Impact Wrestling. Because at the end of the day, at least it's giving me a better product than the what WWE is giving me.
You might as well have Al Snow, come back to Impact Wrestling and put the belt on him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the equivalent of what these people are doing with Triple H and the other nostalgia. And put the belt on.
Now, back to what the whole thing with Undertaker. With Undertaker being 53 years old, he's lucky that he made the 50. Unfortunately for Andre the Giant, who didn't make it to the age of 50, he died at the age of 46. Now, when it comes to the difference comparisons, Andre the Giant, way bigger than Undertaker, way have more weight on than Undertaker. But Undertaker is still a big motherfucker. He's still a big dude, but um, I understand why Andre the Giant unfortunately passed away. But Undertaker, whatever he's doing, he's doing a good job of still staying alive. But at the rate he's in right now, when it comes to answering the WWE's calls to come back for this match and that match at this place and that place, enough's enough with that. You gotta like I said,
You're gonna kill him. You're gonna kill him, Vince.
It wouldn't surprise me if he ends up dying in the ring someday. God forbid, I don't want that to happen. Undertaker. I have a lot of respect for Undertaker. Real name Mark Calloway. I don't want to see that. And when it comes to Undertaker being, I keep saying, I'm comparing Undertaker's health like Andre the Giant's at the time. It's because I see Undertaker as my Andre the Giant. Now, at the time when Andre was around, I wasn't, I didn't know I didn't know anything about Andre the Giant. Even when after when he died too, I didn't know anything about Andre the Giant until later on when I started getting a little older, and to hear about these stories about Andre the Giant and all that. And I'm like, wow, this is great. And then all of a sudden I see Undertaker. Because I grew up obviously watching The Undertaker, and to see where he's at, like he's my Andre the Giant, you know. And I don't want to be in that position that that he might end up being like Andre. Now, when it comes to Andre, he had problem walking, that, obviously. Undertaker, not so much, but at the same time, just look at him, man. He's not in the best shape anymore. He's not. He doesn't look at it like he's in the best shape anymore. He's he's just not, and it needs to stop. You gotta stop relying on these old guys. And I also want to say a shout out to Jason Solomon, whom I listened to his podcast because this Super Showdown that he did. He brought some good points about this man needs to stop relying on these old guards, because they're not gonna be around forever. You got these new guys that are gonna be around forever. That you need to worry about them more than your old nostalgia acts. You gotta push. You gotta make them get over. and then he mentioned about Kevin Nash is like, oh, no one's is over in this business, and he's right, because WWE doesn't want anyone to get over. They only the guys that when it comes to favoritism, that to them that matters. They want them to get over, but other guys, they don't want them to get over. Even when they try to get over, they'll do whatever they can to kill it. They they did with Heath Slater. They did with Zack Ryder. They did it with numerous other guys. They're doing what Ty did. They did what Ty Dillinger because of his 10 gimmick. They, for some reason, you know when they want to create new stars, they don't want to do it because they want to again rely on the old school stars like the Undertaker, a Triple H, a Shawn Michaels, a Kane, and The Rock, a Brock Lesnar, and in their eyes, John Cena, um, a Stone Cold, and basically all, and even the old timers that are still around, that come up from the blue, and some people don't know who they are, but then which probably is their fault for not acknowledging them, or who they are in the past and why were they important, why were they stars to begin with, and also because of Mick Foley too. Um, the point is, you got Apollo Crews there, who's very talented. They need to showcase him more, but instead they don't they don't want to. See, they with Talos O'Neil, who's they could do a lot with Talos O'Neil too as well, but they don't want to. They you got you know the revival. They were great on NXT, and look what they're doing with them now. They're jobbing. Chad Gable, he was great on NXT, and then they dropped him. You could talk about guys from TNA like a Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe, Eric Young, so on and so forth. AJ Styles obviously he's getting better booking. But this man had plans to bury him, which it failed. But yeah, you got some of these guys that came from TNA, and look what's going on with them now. Bobby Roode, jobber. Samoa Joe can't win a major title. Eric Young, not really on TV. It's ridiculous. They need to worry about these, and sure, these guys may be in their 40s or close to their 40s. Either way, you gotta push these guys before their time's up. Otherwise, you got nothing. You got no one else in this company to push. And they need to wake up, and they need to wake up and realize that before the worst comes. What comes to the stocks going down, and sure, they may be making a lot of money, and that's the only thing that's the only reason why they're still around at this point, because of they're making so much money from what comes to ticket sales, merchandise sales, the the business what comes to going to Australia, to Saudi Arabia, and the whole Fox thing, with them getting billions of dollars every year, whatever. And it also comes to sponsorships, and also Stephanie McMahon's exploitation, which is that's shameless overall what comes to it. But yeah, WWE they're never going to learn from the mistakes, and that's a huge problem. And after seeing this show, I'm like, it's not going to get any better. And there will get any better. And as far as the show, to me, my overall strength for the show, because of the WWE Championship and the WWE Cruiserweight Championship match, 2 out of 10. Other than that, if it was those two matches, I would easily give this show a 0 out of 10. But because of those two matches, I'm gonna be fair, because that's the type of guy who I am. 2 out of 10. But at the same time, I'm not going back to watch the show again. This show was terrible overall.
And if you're not gonna have Sting come back to face the Undertaker, at least have somebody on your current roster aside from Roman Reigns to face the Undertaker and have them actually retire him and actually have him gone for good, you know, and be with his wife, enjoy his retirement, or be an agent, whatever. He needs to get out of the ring sooner, because if you don't, he's gonna end up hurt, seriously hurt, he might end up being on his deathbed because Vince is a stubborn old prick that won't step away from the past because he's and on top of that, his man just love for Roman Reigns and John Cena and to a certain degree Triple H because you know it's just mind boggling really.
Vince McMahon has a lust for Roman Reigns and Cena and Triple H. He
Yeah.
really does.
Like how is everybody gonna take wrestling serious anymore with John Cena doing a fucking Dragon Ball Z fucking smack in the face? How is anybody how I would like to see anybody defend this shit.
John Cena,
Who in the
John
rest of
Cena,
the world is gonna
John
defend it?
Cena, John Cena could get blasted by a million takes, have 5 million skyscrapers fall on top of him, and this motherfucker would still kick out a two.
What wrestler, what pro wrestler or fan is gonna defend this? A house show is one thing, but on a pay-per-view show, they have John Cena do that. People want to talk about, oh, there's no believability when it pertains to small wrestler, blah blah blah. There's no believability in this at all. You're telling me a motherfucker get knocked out by a little smack in the face or by a sock? Like, come on, man. Vince needs to retire.
This McMahon needs to go. He has to go. This, this old, dried up fossil needs to fucking retire, but he's never going to.
And at the end of the day, retirement's been nothing anyways. Look at Shawn Michaels coming out of retirement. Undertaker coming out of retirement. Triple H at one point coming out of retirement.
You know, Mick
If
Foley, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair. The list goes on and on and on.
I haven't mentioned
But
at one point Terry Funk, and he's not really working for the WWE.
yeah, but WWE specifically, it, Undertaker just needs to lace his boots on. He needs to if you're gonna have him. That's the thing. When is he gonna have his last match? When? Ever? Was Vince McMahon's genius plan for his retirement match? Like you're telling me,
What are you
you're gonna
talking about? Vince McMahon is a genius. Fuck off.
you're gonna have Undertaker retire Shawn Michaels just for Shawn Michaels to come out of retirement a decade later to retire him. What sense does that make?
It makes no sense. Also, it makes their match back of 25, WrestleMania 25, pointless.
Uh, and people still watch this shit. It's so mind-boggling how people still invest in this company. I don't get it. You know, aside from Robert, not watching Raw and SmackDown anymore, but still keeping up with the pay-per-views. Just to be curious and do his reviews on YouTube. Aside from that, how is anybody keep investing in this company? I don't get it.
I used to watch this WWE religiously. Not anymore, because of shit like this.
John Cena making it fake as it is, overrating Triple H and having Triple H beat every fucking legend that's been better than him. Roman Reigns being shoved
Something
down
better,
people's
better
throats.
than him, because apparently Triple H is jealous. The fact that the people he beat is more better and more talented than he ever was.
Motherfucker can't even lace Batista's damn boots.
That's true.
And then you have Roman Reigns, the most overrated, boring, monotoned wrestler ever, be their top baby face on Raw.
And I thought Roman Reigns was the one who gets to retire Undertaker. Apparently, his retirement to his match between Taker, apparently having Roman Reigns have retire Taker, that doesn't mean shit as well.
And then Undertaker, or if Undertaker beats Shane McMahon at WrestleMania, Shane has to leave forever, whatever. And
Mm,
if Shane beats the Undertaker, he's gonna be general manager. And then you have Undertaker beat Shane, but then he becomes general manager. Duh.
well,
Where's
he's a commissioner, but still though,
where's the continuity?
there
Where's
is
the
none.
logic? There is none.
This is come on, Christians. This is WWE we're talking about. There is no logic.
Hmm.
And people rather watch this than TNA and Impact. Rather watch this than Impact Wrestling and Indie Wrestling. People rather watch this than TNA. That is on and off on a weekly basis, on and off. But for the most part, way more satisfying than the WWE's giving out, but guaranteed. It's like it's like a bunch of people have low standards nowadays. I don't get it. They rather achieve less than more. They rather have bad than good. They,
I tell you, WWE is ass backwards.
yeah, the company, their fans, I can't stand it.
These fans will Vince McMahon will take a shit in front of all these fans' hands, and these fans will still love it.
But yeah, I got nothing else to say.
And Taker, all due respect, I'm still a fan of you, but ever since you came back, you were never the same. All due respect to you, Undertaker, Mark Calloway. I think it's time for you to hang up the boots and retire. It's for your own good. And Vince, you can't keep on relying on these old guys. Like I said before, you can only rely on them for so long till they cannot do it anymore. You gotta stop relying on these old guys and start pushing your newer talents. And I'm not just talking about Roman Reigns either, because you tried that and that failed, obviously. Actually, how about actually push someone who is popular, someone who the fans want to see? Because Roman Reigns, I'm sorry, he's not cutting it.
It's like he does everything backwards on purpose, just to piss people off.
He doing this just in spite of the fans. He hates the fans. He
Yeah,
doesn't give a
yeah.
fuck
As long
about
as
the
they're giving
fans.
me money, I don't give a shit. That's what he
He care
thinks.
he cares about he cares about their money, but they don't care about them. And to the people who are defending him, he doesn't give a fuck about you too.
Hmm.
These are the
Yeah,
people that keep
he cares
getting
about
money.
your money. That's what he cares about, but he doesn't give a fuck about you. He could give a fuck less about you.
Same thing with Roman Reigns.
Yeah, same with him, same with Cena. They don't give a fuck about y'all.
Because as long as you put money in their pockets, they're good with what they have in that's in their bank accounts, their wallets, and yeah, they at the end of the day, they really don't give a fuck about their fans,
They really
about
don't.
who they want to see on top and who they want to cheer, and when it
And
comes
by
to
the
their
way,
giving their opinions.
Stephanie, fuck you saying that you care about your fans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and Mr. McMahon said, "Yeah, I want to thank the." Thank the fans, my ass. Stop.
Yes, every man saying, WWE is successful today because they listen to the fans when it comes to their opinions. Meanwhile, you got Goldust on Twitter talking about a fan who was be respectful of his opinion, and then Goldust basically tells him that your opinion don't mean shit.
Pretty much
Well,
contradict. Pretty much
he answered,
contradicts what Goldust said to that one fan. Pretty much contradicts what Stephanie says.
yeah. Well, he didn't say it like that, but I get the point.
Yeah, but still though, respect the fans' opinions. My ass.
We can all see
Go-
through the bullshit,
You can
man.
you cannot.
Well,
Let me say this. You can have an opinion. The fans can have an opinion as long as it does not go against the agenda of the Roman Reigns push or the Cena push or the Triple H push. As long as it doesn't go against the WWE agenda or what they want, then you can have an opinion.
Exactly.
If you dare question their agenda, your opinion doesn't mean shit, and you're not supposed to have that opinion without being shamed.
yeah, for a company that's all about fans' opinions. Meanwhile, you got Goldust, you know, going after a fan for having an opinion about the whole Becky Lynch situation, and saying that but your opinions don't mean shit.
Now, fuck
Yeah,
faggot dust.
yeah.
Mm.
Go Dust. Quit being. Goes back to start being a raging faggot. What a way to contradict Stephanie's point, saying that WWE cares about the fans' opinions.
Yeah, gold. Yeah, Dustin, your greatest days in your career was you being a flaming fruitcake. Congratulations, bitch.
And then closing the Super Showdown event. What a waste of time. I mean,
Well,
like again, besides the two matches, the rest of the cards, holy shit, what a waste of fucking time. Especially that main event.
all I have to say is I'm glad I didn't watch it.
And on top of that, no Shinsuke Nakamura, one of my favorites of all time in this generation, couldn't even be on the show, and he's supposed to be the United States champion.
And even if he was on the show, he would have gotten the same bullshit as Samoa Joe did. Yeah, and what Asuka did, and everyone else who we try so much to support keep getting, screwed over every time. I mean, you have Bobby Roode lose to one half of the Ascension. The Ascension.
The Ascension, that relevant tag team.
Yep, he lost to Connor.
Wow.
Vince McMahon likes Connor. We know how his we don't all know how his likes big guys.
Of course,
This
that's all he
man
cares
loves
about.
to this man loves to jerk off the big guys.
That, that's all.
Pretty
That's all he thinks about. Money. That's all he thinks about. Money and fucking. That's all he cares about. Money and gay fucking. Whoever he likes and the WWE.
I wonder why fans back in the day called Vince a faggot. Back in the day.
Oh, let's put a blue dye on Christian's face because I don't like the way he looks. Are you kidding me?
So
This old faggot.
if he had a better look, will it be a different outcome? Will he get a better booking, a better push? I doubt that.
Oh, Neville's got weird ears. He's got ET ears. What?
Okay then, Ricky Face. You old dried off fossil. You don't look too good yourself. So what's
And
your
shout to
point?
and shout to Neville, aka Pac, for having the balls to leave this company. We'll get to that when we do the next Asylum show.
Yeah, and
Good
people
on
bitching
you,
about him too.
Neville. Good for you to leave that toxic environment. But go ahead.
Yeah, you have people bitching about him too. You know, these
Mm.
are the people that keep this company around because no matter what, you fuck you for having talking crap about W. It's our opinions at the end of the day. Get over it
Mm.
and
If
stop
you like,
giving the
if
company what they
anyone
want.
who let me put this out there first to the people who enjoy the Super Showdown, to reach its own. You can
Yeah.
enjoy whatever you like, but keep in mind, not everyone's gonna like the same thing as you. You can enjoy the show all you want. Nobody say you shouldn't enjoy it. If you enjoy that, to reach its own, but but don't get so ass hurt over the opinions that we stated here, because at the end of the day, that is our opinions. There is no wrong and right answers when it comes to opinions. That's our opinions. Just like you could say that Super Showdown is the greatest show this year. As much as I disagree with it, that's your opinion. But but we say Super Showdown is trash. It's one of the worst shows this year. That's our opinion. That's
Mm.
Robert's, mine, and Christian's opinion.
And I
Everyone
thought the
still,
great and I thought the Great Royal Rumble was better than this show.
yeah, I'd rather watch the greatest Royal Rumble than this shit. At least the greatest Royal Rumble has something that's funny, like the Tyson World Slide. That's hilarious.
And then the Jinder Mahal botching that Whisper in the Wind.
Yeah, that's just awful. But still,
Uh,
though, I'd rather watch the greatest Royal Rumble than this show.
yeah, the
It's
reason
more-
why I watched that is because Daniel Bryan was in it for the longest one, from start to the end, and he had a great performance. And like, if it's anything, I will go back to watch that. It'll be that match, just with Daniel Bryan's performance.
But as I was saying, you enjoy this show. You enjoyed Super Showdown to reach its own, but don't don't get all ass and start talking shit because we don't like it. Again, not
And
everyone's gonna like the same things as you. It's our opinion. And like I said before, there are no right or wrong answers when it comes to opinion. Just like you could say the Super Showdown is one of the greatest shows ever, you could say that Super Showdown is fucking trash. At the end of the day, that's your opinion, that's our opinion. There are no right or wrong answers when it comes to opinions.
and again, I put some matches that I enjoy watching. I even pulled the New Day on having a decent match, and I hate the New Day. I just hate that they won. But yeah, there's some match I pulled over. It's besides the two matches
Yeah, yeah,
that was the best match on the card.
you were being unbiased towards that. You despite you hating the New Day, you even put that much over. You're not being biased about it. You're just giving credit where it's due.
Mhm. But that main event, holy shit! Again, and again, when it comes to the main event, again, I put over the beginning of the match where I thought it was decent for what it was, even though it was slow paced. It's just that as it was going on, I'm like, oh my god, it was getting overbooked. And it was just getting all sloppy. It being trash at the end of the day. It was decent, and then all of a sudden it started falling, started to fall downhill from there.
Yeah,
And because of that, I had to get this match. I had to get that match a zero. That match to me gets a zero. It was not that good. I don't get how anyone after watching that match thinking that was anything but good. But you know what? Like you said before, it teaches their own.
Yeah.
But that's all I gotta say for that. And if you don't like it, beat it because no one wants to be defeated.
Okay.
Just saying. That's why they go. That's what I always do.
Yep. Yeah, so that's pretty much. Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I gotta get for work later.
All right.
Yeah, so thank you for those watching. Hope you enjoyed our review.
Yeah,
And
shout to a few in the comments. I mean, the live chat, I meant to say.
oh yeah, and there will be another Asylum show whenever we do it. We'll probably start recording either tomorrow or sometime during the week.
Hey, either way, I'll be available.
Yeah, so tune into that. And we're getting close to 69. Anyway. Yeah,
Yeah,
whenever that is.
I got plans for that one too. By the way, we're close
Oh, you
to
do too?
Brian Pillman.
All right.
All right.
All right, so thank you guys for tuning in. And we are out. Peace.
Beat it.
Peace.